Anyway, so I have, in my dating history and also marriage life, I have invested heavily in the Brazilians. And I will be doing so again in this World Cup.
In that marriage, did you really invest heavily?
He lost a bunch of CDs.
I almost got all of my CDs confiscated at the airport.
Hello, I'm Robert Stack, and you are listening to the Ask Casters podcast.
Ask Casters, episode 19. Move over football, move over college football, move over NFL. We're kicking you out like Kanye at a Skechers door. We're talking World Cup. It's World Cup preview time, everybody. We are so excited. We anticipate this will be our highest downloaded episode we've ever done because we're appealing to the whole world again. You get 3 Ask Casters today. Myself, Andy, TJ, a.k.a. Scrode, Dirty Carl, what was your other name? C-Dangle, World Cup expert, lover of Shakira. We are going to walk you through. We have got brackets in front of us, all filled out. We are super excited to walk you through the upcoming World Cup in that fine country of Qatar, of all places. Good job, World Cup. After a World Cup in 2018 in Russia, nice selection. We'll get into that a little bit, but let's jump right in. Welcome to everybody. TJ, World Cup special time.
I don't know how to feel about this. I'm happy that World International Soccer, a World Cup, is taking place. It's a little confusing that it's smack dab in the middle of the holiday season. I'm okay with it. I mean, maybe not the political reasoning behind why it's being held over the holidays, but I'm excited, boys. I am excited. Hockey, football, basketball, it's all going to take a...
Move it to the side. Move it to the side.
It's done. Soccer is the world sport. We are a world podcast.
Yes.
So
Twice as many people have died in Qatar. Let's go.
I didn't know where you were going to talk about.
This is for all the dead people.
This is for all the dead people.
All the dead people. And
Dangle.
Yeah, let's go.
Dangle. This
Let's
has
get
been,
us going.
I think way back, going even to maybe before we did episode 1 of the Ask Casters podcast. By the way, brought to you by our friends at 3chai.com. Get your Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10 at 3chai.com. Want to relax during World Cup? Visit our friends at 3chai.com. But back before we ever started, I thought to myself, if this podcast continues all the way into the fall and winter, we can have a World Cup special. And here we are. Carl, I'm so glad to have you here.
Did you really think that?
I just came up with that.
Did you really have any faith in this? No.
I don't know why I'm here, how I got here. So.
Exactly. We drove.
You might have.
Yep, I did. You flew here.
Yes.
All right.
So let's get one thing out of the way right out of the gate. How the hell do you pronounce this host country? Is it Qatar, or is it like I was 10 years ago in a deep depression, Qatar?
I will cut my wrist. I'll do it again.
So Qatar it is.
Yep.
Phenomenal host. Can't wait to have. Are these games? Is it going to be like 120 degrees for these games?
These games are going to be tough because they're going to be like, I don't know what the schedule is going to be for us. I mean, we're going to have to stay up all night to watch these games.
But is really anyone in Qatar, other than the people watching the game in the stadium, going to be paying attention? I don't know. Are the Qatari people
they have a pretty good league there. I mean, you don't watch it, but
I've bet on it.
No, good for you.
You've also bet on South Korea and ping pong during COVID.
Those are called horses, TJ.
I'll take responsibility for that.
Yep.
Those horses are really good at ping pong.
Wait till you see them play soccer.
By the way, did you see the new shoes that are coming out for horses that are actually resemble athletic shoes?
No.
Yes, those are sweet. I saw your tweet.
Yeah, $1,200 shoes for horses.
So to completely go off the rails on our World Cup
why
podcast,
not? Let's not even talk about World Cup.
I saw it was
back on.
I love how his mic is turned completely away.
It works
from
better
him.
this way.
Oh, sorry.
It works better this way. So
You forgot
What were we talking about?
Ah, brought to you by freechai.com.
Oh no, the feet, the feet. So back in the day when bootleggers were trying to get away from the cops on back roads, we almost lost a computer.
We almost did.
Back in the day when the bootleggers were trying to get away from the police, they used to the popos. They glued and nailed horse feet or horseshoes.
Horseshoes, not horse
Horseshoes on their, but it was the feet because they didn't have the feet yet. So like they were doing wild horses. It was like the feet,
The hooves.
the hooves. Yes, the hooves. So yeah, they got the hooves on top of their shoes, and that's how they went around.
Oops.
I'm so
Look at the
happy.
hooves.
This just happened.
Wow. Okay, so let's hop right in. So we've already determined how to pronounce the host country. That's good. We may get into the political bullshit. Who knows? But first thing we need to outline is like when the World Cup starts, when it's going to be, when it's going to finish. So it looks like start date is going to be November 21st. So as we approach the holidays and we think about all the things that we traditionally watch close to Thanksgiving, move all that football and basketball shit off of your calendar and dial in to World Cup that will start late November. It looks like concludes December the 18th. So,
You know what? We are going to be in Vegas for the World Cup final. That's on a Sunday. That's the 18th.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to
Well, will we all make it to the Sunday?
But yeah.
Mentally,
Mentally,
I mean,
not even mentally.
I'm not making any guarantees on it.
I hope I get a tattoo. Another one.
You should get on your neck.
No.
I love FIFA.
No, were we talking about this yesterday? Neck
Yeah.
tattoos? Yeah, we were.
Yeah, we were. Yeah. So we were watching soccer and talking about neck tattoos.
Yeah, Celtic.
Common theme.
They tied.
So the crazy thing about Qatar is that they have, it's obviously a dry country, but I'm pretty sure they're very strict about women and stuff. So I don't know that any other teams are going to bring their wives. That's going to affect the Brazilians pretty wildly.
I wish I would have known that before I filled out my bracket. That could affect.
That's why I picked
things as
England. Going all the way, baby.
England and Wales.
So anyway, okay, so let's just hop right into the World Cup bracket. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a total of 8 groups. There are 8 groups of 4 teams. We do have a bracket in front of us. I think probably before we walk into our picks, let's lean on you, TJ, and Dirty Carl. Basically tell us how this World Cup's set up and how teams advance out of the groups, etc.
Yeah, no. So we got 64 teams. Yeah.
I don't know. Hold
Yep.
on. 8 times 4. I think that's 32
I know.
teams. Okay, hold on, just checking. So
I know.
32.
I was just joking about the NCAA thing.
But if we made 2 copies of this
Yes.
bracket, we'd be okay. I got
Yes. So no, we basically
We're the mid majors.
like you said, 8 groups times 4, and then each group's gonna have your first place and second place, and then after they get out of the group, they're gonna be split up. So like for example, Group A, the winner of that group will play the second place in Group B. That's kind of how it goes, zigzags up and down. So it's pretty important to get out, not only to get out of the group, but then to get out in first or second, because you're going to play, if you're the first out of the group, you'll play the second. So, yeah, but no, we can have some, for example, Group H, if Portugal gets out as the number 2, then that'll be important because then it moves them to play, where would they go? So
Who'd you say?
they would play Brazil instead of Uruguay. So
rather
Yeah.
that not happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, but I
so-
guess both teams would speak Portuguese, so
Yeah.
that'd be good. So, okay, I guess one of the takeaways for maybe World Cup novices here is that, again, back to the groups, you have 4 teams. You don't necessarily have to win your group of 4 to advance. So like Carlos was saying, 2 teams advance, and then if you're, for the first time, filling out a World Cup 2022 bracket, you're going to have to kind of, it's not NCAA-like, which I just failed at about 10 minutes ago before we started this podcast. I didn't even know how to write the teams down properly. So lean on Carlos and TJ here moving forward to actually fill out your bracket because it's a little bit different than NCAA. But again, at the end of the day, you got your groups, 2 come out of there, and then it goes to more of like a knockout format. So let's hop right in. Should we just go Group A, B, C? Okay, so let's do that. So Group A is going to have 4 teams, including the host country of Qatar. Qatar is only in there because they're the host country, right?
Yeah, they
didn't
automatically qualify.
Yep. So
they're automatically qualified.
So that's the only reason that Qatar or Qatar is in here. The other three teams: Senegal, Ecuador, Netherlands. And TJ, are you here? You wanna give us your thoughts on what you're seeing out of Group A with those? I mean, really 3 teams.
So, this is my conspiracy theory for the World Cup.
Oh yes.
Qatar is by far the worst team in Group A.
In the whole tournament.
In the whole tournament.
Actually, the Costa Ricans are the worst.
I don't know. No. Bet I don't know. Vegas is thinking like I am. Are you telling me that Qatar has better odds to win it than...
Yes, because...
Okay, used to the Heat. That might be a thing.
So Vegas is thinking like I am.
I guess Qatar will not really see the side effect of not having their women in the stands. So I guess there's that.
Yeah.
They're still angry and pissed off, though, because they haven't had an orgasm in... I don't know. Well, they do.
They have. It's been in their pants, though.
Yeah.
They call it a stranger.
Anyway, getting to Qatar, somehow they get through. It won't be fair. It won't be right.
That would be great.
They won't win a game, let alone score a goal.
I think they get through though.
No, is it Netherlands and Ecuador? Look at who both of those teams have to play to qualify.
I know. I'm telling you.
Ecuador has to play Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, Uruguay, Paraguay. Who does fucking Qatar play on a regular basis? They're not going to get out of that group.
That's my theory. Vegas is with me.
That would be great. That would be so awesome.
Vegas is with me.
Okay, so you got Qatar coming out, and then who else? Is this actually written down on your bracket, by the way?
If you say Senegal, I'm going to slap you.
The Netherlands.
Oh, can't get free.
Oh, wait a minute. You didn't actually write down Qatar, though. Or did you? Where's Qatar?
I did, but I fucked up and put him down here instead of over here.
Oh, you did the same
So
thing.
I did the same thing you did, yeah.
Okay, so Netherlands and Ecuador are getting out of that group. I think Senegal is going to give them a fight, but you got, Netherlands is the number 1, and Ecuador is the number 2. And I think it's going to be tight. I don't think it's going to be Netherlands with 9 points. I think it might be, Netherlands with 7 points. They'll win 2 and tie 1, and then Ecuador with 6. They might drop 1. But I don't. It'll be 2 between 1 and 2. It won't be tight between the other 2.
I agree with that.
So you agree that Qatar is not making it out?
Well, I mean, I agree with it in theory.
Conspiracy theory busted.
I agree with it in theory,
Believe it or not.
but it won't happen.
So,
Andy, who do you have out of this group?
well, I went. I tried to make it a little bit what I thought was an upset against the odds here. I'm looking at the odds for Group A, and you've got I'm assuming these are the odds to get out of your group. So Netherlands is the favorite, minus 250. They've actually got Senegal as the second favorite at plus 450, and then Ecuador plus 600. I took Ecuador as the second team to get out of there. Along with the Netherlands. I thought that was maybe like a small surprise, but not a huge one.
They have a very good squad. Their team is from Argentina. Their coach is from Argentina. He's been to the World Cup. He's won a World Cup before. He's a very good coach. So.
And for more betting fun, if you actually do have Ecuador and Netherlands to get out of there, because you can bet on both teams to get out of the group, it's plus 210. So double your money
all day.
So
Take Qatar, people.
the
What are
odds
the odds?
the odds aren't even listed for Qatar to get out of there.
NA, not applicable. No odds.
So that's Group A. Hopping right into Group B. Again, it's a group of 4 teams: England, Iran, the United States, and Wales.
Let's go Wales and England.
Wales and England.
Yeah. Well, let me rephrase that. England and Wales in that order. I don't want people to get confused to think I'm going to pick Wales over England as the number 1 and 2.
I would really like to see Wales, but I know it's not going to happen.
It doesn't matter. Even if England gets out of there, they're still going to just smash through whoever they play next, which would be the Netherlands if they go out as the number 2.
I'm not as strong on England as you are.
Oh yes.
I'm not.
So good.
Tell me about your English prophecies and what you think will happen for this team.
They're gonna win the whole damn thing.
Well, there goes that prophecy.
Yeah.
We can skip about the next 30 minutes of this podcast.
My luck, they're gonna get out the fucking first group stages.
It's England.
Yeah, they've shit the bed before.
Yeah.
They never had this good of a squad. So all they're missing is a right back. That's all they're missing. Everyone else is just
Because
top 50 players in the world. All of them are in their squad. They're legit.
But Wales
Pickford is
has a cooler flag.
questionable. Well, yeah, they do. But like their keeper and the right back is questionable. Other than that, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Who's
That
their
team
backup?
is-
Who's their backup behind Pickford?
Huh?
Who's their backup goalie?
I thought it was a dude that plays for Nottingham Forest that went to Man U. Oh fuck, what's his name? Look him up.
Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham.
Nottingham.
I'm over here like, I think I read that picture book when I was like 5 years old.
Nottingham Forest.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah. Anyway, the trolls of Nottingham.
What is his name? Damn it, I can't remember. But I mean, I don't know. Pickford is their starter though.
Yeah, but he sucks. Hold on.
Okay, so
he doesn't suck, but compared to like top goalies in the world, you would think England has historically always had a pretty good goalie. So he might not be.
Oh my goodness, we are both wrong.
Who is it?
Holy shit! It's Nick Pope, Dean Henderson,
That's what I was
and
thinking.
Aaron Ramsdale.
Aaron Ramsdale, I actually like him. He plays for Arsenal. Who I picked to win the Premier League earlier this year.
I think so did.
They're number one right now.
Did you see who's in number 4?
Everton? No, Newcastle.
Yes.
So they're not gonna win the Premier League.
They're not gonna get relegated. So I mean, we're doing well.
Aaron Ramsdale, I'm surprised that what is he, fourth in line then? Hopefully they take him to the World Cup. They need to. I mean, he's pretty good.
He's been playing like shit though.
Aaron
Especially
Ramsdale?
the last. No, not Aaron Ramsdale. I thought you were talking about Pickford.
Oh. Yeah, but for some reason, Southgate is just like all over him. I don't know why.
I don't know. Their names are very English.
okay, so first or second or third political thought on our Group B here. What's the chances Iran somehow does not play in this tournament?
But
Because
there's not.
They were all. Someone already put a petition to get them kicked out.
yeah, Ukraine.
Yeah.
Good
Because
for
they're
them. They just want to get in.
The sympathy vote.
Yep.
Okay, so I mean, is it realistic or is it just pie in the sky that Iran could legitimately not play in this tournament?
No, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
I don't know. I don't think it's pie in the sky. I don't know the players' the political backgrounds. So I'm not going to say pie in the sky.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just get this straight. I mean, even if they go, they're just
They're not gonna
do
get
anything
No, they're not going to
at
win.
all. Okay.
They're like, I think the last time I looked at
I just
their
think everybody on that group should get a bye week then. Kick them out.
Which might be the only way that the United States would advance out of this group.
So we got England and I have England as number 1, and then Wales as number 2.
I also have England and Wales.
I just don't see the United States getting out of that group.
Had
the U.S. been in Group G maybe, they might get out as a number 2, or like one of the weaker groups.
But that one, no.
Maybe, I don't know. I just don't see it at all. The U.S. is just gonna. I hope not, but I think they're gonna just.
Their back line sucks way too much for fucking England or Wales.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't the U.S. in some of their most recent qualifying games going into this tournament, didn't they kind of suck ass going
They
in?
suck the whole time.
Yeah, they've been shit.
Okay.
I think if it wasn't leading up to World Cup, what's his nuts would be gone. Burhalter.
Yeah.
Coach?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so Group B that we've just described, the odds to get out of Group B. England, they are the most heavily favored team to actually get out of any of the 8 groups. They're minus 300 to get out of Group B. Second is the United States, which apparently all 3 of us disagree with. Wales right behind them at plus 600, and then Iran we don't care about. So
I just think that Wales have that one player that can just go out and win a game. The U.S., I mean, Pulisic, okay, but everybody around him is mediocre at best. With Wales, you got, Gareth Bale, and then they actually have a pretty good damn team.
Yeah, they have their starters are not bad. They were my team during the Euros when I was in England. Let's pull up.
So while he's pulling that up, guys, again, there's not only can you bet the teams individually to get out of their groups, but you can actually combo the two teams that you think will get out of the group. So specifically to Group B, England / the United States, if you want both of the favorites to come out of Group B, betting odds -110. But if you go the direction of me, TJ, and C. Dangle, England and Wales is going to be +162.
They have Daniel James, they have Aaron Ramsey, they have Gareth Bale, Hennessy, and their goal is actually pretty damn good. He would probably be a starter in England had
If
he
they-
been born in England.
Or yeah, they have a. I don't know for the U.S. Who do you trust with Pulisic up front?
I don't know, Aaron McKinney or what's his name?
Weston McKennie.
Weston McKinney, yeah.
Do you move him from midfield
I
though?
would move him up.
Yeah.
He's been scoring goals at Juventus.
Yeah, he's been tearing it
And
up.
goddamn, that team sucks.
Yeah, he tied Dempsey for second U.S. player with
He's
Champions
playing
League
all right.
goals.
I don't know. I just don't know who would produce to get them the ball. Just don't see it. But I could be wrong,
Well, if McKinney is out of the midfield and he's playing up, yeah, who do you have to get them the ball?
Fuck, I don't know.
Anything else on Group B, guys?
No, not at all. I mean,
Okay, so
Go Wales.
Speedily along into Group C. 4 teams in Group C: Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland. So yeah,
by far, probably the most predictable group out of the whole thing is Argentina and Mexico. Poland, I mean, I don't see Lewandowski. Okay, who gets him the ball? Okay, Saudi Arabia, with no fucking idea who plays for them.
Would you believe me if I told you that Poland and Argentina are the 2 teams predicted to get out of here, odds-wise?
I have Poland going far.
You do?
I do.
I don't know. Do you have Mexico not getting out of that group?
No.
Oh, good for you.
Carlos, I think you and I are the same. I've got Argentina 1, Mexico 2.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, Poland has a really good goalie. He's the shot stopper for Juventus. Szczecki?
Yeah.
Yep. And then Lewandowski. But historically, I mean, I just don't see it at all. Not against Mexico and Argentina. Mexico's defense is terrifying. So they'll get out of there. They could tie all 3 games.
Okay. The other thing I was thinking about, now tell me if I'm wrong on this. For some reason, I was thinking that Mexico also in their World Cup qualifiers also kind of sucked toward the end.
Everybody in the CONCACAF struggles.
Except for
Because they go play in fucking pastures, like have just tall ass grass, mud everywhere. They go play in fucking Honduras,
Nicaragua,
and Guatemala, and all the.
There goes all of our
nicest
listeners in those fine countries.
The nicest fields they play in are in Mexico and the United States. So Mexico wins. They almost win every game at home, and they struggle outside.
in Club America, it looks especially shitty when the United States comes down.
I mean that team is just. They're pretty damn good in the back. They're tall, they're aggressive. They're probably gonna struggle to score some goals.
Chucky Lozano is a serious threat.
Lasagna, yeah, he's young though too, but
For sure.
yeah. So, but yeah, you have Poland going as your number 2, I assume.
I do.
Okay, Argentina. Argentina might win the whole damn thing. They're pretty solid. They got Messi in his last World Cup. Okay, they have. I mean, just a fucking.
Does he get it done? I mean, I know you don't.
He
think
doesn't
he
need
is,
to get
but-
it done. He just needs to be there. I mean, he's gonna probably. God, they get a goal kick close to the 18. That's half a goal. I mean, with him.
And he's such a good distributor.
And he's gonna have the moment, that magic moment where he might just take 2 or 3 people on and beat them. So I mean, he's good for sure. So having him is a plus.
So
I mean,
to
that
Carlos
gets
is
added on.
yeah. To your point, Carlos, Argentina actually has better odds to win the entire World Cup, even better than England.
They might do it, but again, they're 1 injury away from being fucked.
I know you keep telling me that on Brazil.
They're like Brazil, you know. But I mean, Argentina's mid is just disgusting.
So Argentina to get out of Group C minus 250. Poland's favored second, plus 450. Mexico right behind him, plus 500. Saudi Arabia plus 2,000. And if you wanted to look again at like comboing up the 2 teams to get out of that group, Argentina, Poland. TJ, if you go that direction, plus 100. If you go the direction of Carlos and I with Argentina, Mexico, plus 130. So that is Group C. Swiftly we go. Group D. This is a pretty tough group here. I mean, it looks tough. France. What do they call those? Oh, the lady Australians are the Matildas, right?
Yes.
God, I love them. I wish it was Women's World Cup. They were such a hot team. So France, Australia, Denmark, and Tunisia in Group D this time. Carlos, what are you thinking here in Group D?
Oh man, I don't know. I like Denmark. I really do like Denmark. I mean, they got a good shot stopper. I don't know. They just have good all-around players. They're not gonna flash you away. They're not gonna.
They don't make mistakes though.
Yeah, they're dandies.
And they're lethal.
Great. Yeah, exactly. I like Schmeichel. Their goalie.
Sounds like a
really
fake
good.
name. Schmeichel.
Michael.
His name is. That's a real name.
Okay, all right, fair
I
enough.
think his first name is Gasper. I think.
Jasper Schmeichel.
Gasper.
He is a Gasper.
I'm pretty. Maybe.
I think you're right.
Look it up. But
I remember
I
making
just
fun of that
I
name.
just typed in Gasper and somebody is getting strangled. So I'm not typing that in again.
Yep.
Yeah, his
All
name's-
right, incognito
It's
mode.
Casper. Casper the friendly compost
Yeah.
Schmeichel.
Yep. What a name.
So you got
I
you got
France.
Denmark as one?
No,
or,
I got
okay.
I got France as one. They're just too loaded, all around. Pogba is missing. He's not gonna be there, but they have good replacements. I mean, all around good team.
Their
And then-
defense is
yeah.
fucking.
Varane back there, he's solid. And then Ugo, the luchador,
bounty hunter.
the bounty hunter, Lloris back there. And then Denmark. Denmark. I think both of those teams will get out of there comfortably. I would say.
Yeah, it looks that
I
way.
think so. I mean, I think Denmark will win 2 games and France will win 3. So it'll be a 9-6 group. Get out of there. I just don't see the Aussies doing anything.
I don't see them doing anything.
They were a playing team. They beat Peru to get in.
Oh, were they?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right, because they were
Yeah.
the Oceanica.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know if Denmark is necessarily going to lose against France. Maybe it's a draw.
Yeah, maybe.
What was that happened? Was it was it a World Cup? What was it? Didn't France and Ireland have some weird thing?
That was a
back in the day?
qualifier for the Euros. Let's talk about it, TJ.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about that.
What happened?
Tell me how you feel after this comment. Thierry Henry. How do you feel about that in a handball?
I'm going to fucking leave. It was bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. I remember where I watched that game.
It was almost as bad as the Alabama versus Notre Dame game where he started doing homework at halftime.
the second quarter.
Yeah, I
Doing
didn't even.
homework.
What are you doing at the bar? Oh, homework.
TJ was googling the suicide hotline number at halftime.
Oh.
No, I was watching it and like it was early morning and Joel's ass was still asleep because he's a lazy fuck.
That was great.
And he was talking in his sleep while I watched it. I was like, oh my god. No one to cry to.
Yeah, that was great, by the way. I'm really glad you brought that up.
Every time I think France, that moment just sticks out in my head.
Yeah.
You're Irish. Like, you have Irish blood.
I just saw that in my head for some reason. Okay, so yeah, and to your point, there's probably not any more point in talking about Group D because it looks like there's 2 teams only to talk about, so we'll just move on. So Group E, Spain, Germany, Japan, and the Ticos from Costa Rica. TJ, you want to tee off here?
Germany will be numero uno out of that group, and I think Spain, unfortunately, is going to be number 2. I would like to see Costa Rica.
It's going to be a tight fight, I think, for number 2. Spain has shown that they cannot fucking score goals. They don't have forwards. Ansu Fati, Andy's favorite player.
Love that name, the fatty.
It's a question mark. Is he going to be healthy? Is he going to even be on the squad? I don't know. He's not playing for Barcelona. Ferran Torres, I don't know. He's a question mark for me. I just don't see anybody on that squad being able to put away a goal.
Okay, so would it be, from a betting standpoint, that keeps me interested, would it be expected that the over-under on goals in a match that's going to include Spain's probably going to be maybe a goal and a half or 2.5 goals, and then do you take the under?
That Germany-Spain game might be a 0-0 tie.
Okay.
Spain-Japan might be another.
It's a question mark. That number 2, I struggled between Spain and Costa Rica. I did struggle. Because Costa Rica is one of those teams that they're going to struggle to get in, but once they're in, they've proven. They beat Spain a couple World Cups ago. I think it was in Brazil that they beat them. After Spain won back-to-back Euros and World Cup. So that team was stacked. They had David Villa, they had Ferran Torres. I mean, that's a ridiculous team. And Costa Rica went in there and shut them out.
Yeah, and they have great goaltending.
What are the odds in this group, Andy?
This is an interesting one. So to your guys' point, you might be a little bit surprised. Spain's favored over Germany, but not by much. So Spain to come out minus 120, Germany plus 120. So not much there. Japan third out of this group plus 1,000, and then the Ticos are plus 3,300.
Wow.
To get out of there. They have the lowest odds of any team, including Qatar, to get out of a group. Plus 3,300.
They're tough to score on. They might not score, but they're gonna draw a couple games.
Man, I think that's your little sneak peek right there. I think that's your bargain buy right there.
What, buy on the Ticos?
Buy the Ticos.
I still have Germany and Spain getting now. That's just a logical bracket bet. But if you want to maybe sneak in a
value bet, baby.
Yeah, pick the Ticos.
Germany, Spain to get out of here, not going to make you much money. Minus 500. So pretty much everybody's expecting such a thing.
I mean, I think both of those teams will get out of there, but I think it's going to be a fight.
If you want to do
I think it might come down to goal differential to see who gets out of there in second spot.
If for whatever reason you think that the Ticos have a shot to get out of this group, if you combo Costa Rica with Spain to get out of this group plus 1,600, if you combo the Ticos up with Germany plus 2,500.
I'm going to double up on that.
I can't wait to watch that group.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
All right, so there's Group E. This also kind of looks like this next one coming up. Group F is looking like probably a 2-horse race over here. So we've got Belgium, Croatia, Morocco, and the flying Justin Trudeau's out of Canada.
Can I give a shout out to Canadian soccer though?
Oh, the women's team? Oh my God!
Remember, they won't be here for Qatar.
I know, but can you? Oh God!
The Canadians versus the Matildas.
So hot.
I've got it on DVR still.
Oh my God!
It never happened, but I have it on DVR.
In your mind?
In my mind.
Jordan Heidema, it might be the hottest women athlete of all time. She is so fucking hot. Do you know who she is?
If I saw her ass, I would.
Oh my
God.
God.
Oh my goodness.
She is a smoke show. It's unreal.
Speaking of which, that'd probably be a great time to bring up that our friends from 3chai.com are here sponsoring us, have since the beginning. Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10, go to 3chai.com. They have a warehouse on, what is it, a wholesale on what was going on at 3chai there, TJ? They had a big sale on something out there?
They usually hook me up at the wholesale 28 grams for $150, and they're such great people. And it's not just they did this before we were starting to pimp their product on our podcast. They throw in free gummies with it too. And I don't eat gummies, so I just save that for the females, guys. But
Oh, and I'm the asshole.
let's not ever use that again.
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, let's not ever do that again. It's a great product.
Quality.
It's the best product. It's the best value for your dollar, and they're really good people. So give them a shout out.
I love her.
As Carlos and Andy look at screenshots of
Just the backfield. Just looking at the backfield.
These are live pictures.
live pictures.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're a hot Canadian.
If you're watching the YouTube feed, we'll post the pictures of the Canadian national team.
Canada, we are now rooting for you very hard.
Yes.
You can play as the Canadian women in FIFA 23.
You can also play as
can you?
what was the Apple show?
They should change the Canadian
The Greyhounds.
national anthem to
No,
like a
Ted
Justin Bieber
Lasso.
song.
You can
Their
play-
team was called
Hey, that's my
Greyhounds.
costume for the Halloween party bus. I'm going as Ted Lasso. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you should have gone as Nate.
I know. It's because I'm brown.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. As I was saying
And you're
earlier,
a backstabber.
as I was saying earlier, they should change the Canadian national anthem to a Justin Bieber song, and they just have Jordan Heidema come out, and I will move to Canada yesterday.
Again, I am filing for my new passport at the end of the
Yeah,
month.
why don't we just go to Canada, boys? That's where.
That's because the radius of a nuclear bomb can still get you there.
So on my retirement fund, it's called golfing in British Columbia.
I've golfed there. Well, where's Banff?
That's. I think Banff is in British Columbia.
Perfect, I golfed there.
I don't know. Is Banff for our Canadian friends? Let's look it up.
Anyway, back to Group
What
F.
are we, Group F, yes.
Belgium, Croatia, Morocco, Canada.
Belgium is too fucking stacked. Courtois, probably the best, well, actually the best goalie in the world. He just won the fucking award, you cunt. He is the best goalie in the world. Who's better
Courtois?
than him? Who's better than him?
I agree with you.
Oh, you were shaking your head like you weren't. I'm about to fucking fist fight.
No, Banff. No, fucker.
Oh.
Banff is in Alberta, not British Columbia. That's
Same.
what.
Almost the same thing. Yes.
Yes.
Anyways, Belgium just stacked every fucking where.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne, he might get the record for assists in the World Cup. Hazard, he'll probably start, even though he hasn't been playing at Real Madrid. He'll probably get the start. Lukaku, and Courtois, that team is stacked.
Yeah. De Bruyne, he's one of my favorite players to watch. How he's able to distribute the ball and score, and he sees plays develop way before anyone fucking sees them happening. He is a fucking treasure to watch. So if you are not a big soccer fan and you want to watch like someone kind of dictate how the game goes, watch De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin.
Kevin.
He even
got
looks.
red hair.
He even looks
Does
like
he?
Kevin.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks like Kevin
Dude,
from.
He's so fucking good.
Time for me to take my sleeping pills on air.
He's so fucking good. I mean, yeah, they're stacked. That team is, I don't know. You're gonna be really.
That's my favorite to win it.
Croatia, just because Luka Modric and Perisic and all those players, they'll get out of there, and they're playing Canada and Morocco. So
That's just too
I
much
have them out
talent.
of there. Yeah, I have them out of there as a number 2.
Croatia will be one of the teams with the most little thingies above the letters in their last name of any team in all of the World Cup.
Yep.
So you'll be able to
But
pronounce.
Ukraine's not in it.
Yeah.
They might take out Iran in Group B, so
Or Finland.
it's possible.
Yeah.
Moving right along to my favorite group, Group G.
Well, why don't you kick us off in there?
So, the Brazilians, the Swiss cheeses, the freezing Serbians, and the Cameroonians. Is that what they call those people in Cameroon? The Cameroons? I think they'd probably be the Cameroons.
I call them.
Anyway, so I have, in my dating history and also marriage life, I have invested heavily in the Brazilians. And I will be doing so again in this World Cup.
In that marriage, did you really invest heavily?
He lost a bunch of CDs.
I almost got all of my CDs confiscated at the airport.
CDs. Michel Tello. That was a lot.
Saudades to Granchillos Airport.
Hey,
out in Sao Paulo.
A lot.
Emotionally,
CDs.
a lot, yeah. I had like,
What? Do you remember the name of the immigration agent that took all those from you? He's probably bathing in
Sam.
CDs right now.
Joao. They're all Joao out there.
Joao, if you're listening, good job.
Joao Slim.
Yes.
I had valued on my immigration form, I had valued each CD at $20 a piece, and that was before Biden took office.
Before Spotify.
Yeah. So, okay,
That's when LimeWire was the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Why is Napster not working today?
Andy crashed it.
Okay.
Too many downloads.
Porn.
So Brazil, Switzerland, Serbia, Cameroon. No secrets here from me. I think Brazil is coming out of this group. Carlos, you guys can actually probably shed real analysis on why Brazil may or may not be good, but they are favored to win the World Cup. But that has not meant shit in the last forever. So
My biggest question mark for Brazil is the outside backs. Historically, they've relied a lot on them. You know, you got Marcelo, you got Dani Alves, and
Roberto Carlos, way back in the day.
Christ, yeah. So I mean, that's my biggest question mark for Brazil is they've relied heavily on that. And the other question mark is Neymar. If Neymar wants to fucking play, and if he doesn't have any distractions, which he won't in Qatar, then
He can.
if he stays upright, Brazil is a contender.
Neymar plus 1,200 to be your top goal scorer. And real quick, while I'm on this list, why don't I just real quick just give you a top 5 of the top goal scorers as far as their odds. Not Hurricane, Harry Kane is your
Jesus
favorite from
Christ.
the
He's
England.
done. He can tap it in.
But he's not the Hurricane.
He's the Hurricane.
He's the Hurricane.
That's what the
Okay,
old
who's
people
number
use.
2?
So anyway, he's at plus 700, and then is it Mbappe,
Who?
the France guy?
Which one?
Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe.
Wow, my French is phenomenal. Fuck that one up. Plus 900, Neymar plus 1,200, Benzema plus 1,200, and Cristiano Ronaldo from Portugal plus 1,600. Also, Ronaldo's tied with Messi at plus 1,600, so you get 6.
Yeah, I'll take. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one between those two. I think Messi would probably get more goals just because he got a better offense. But you know, Ronaldo. I mean, with Bruno, I mean, they got some good players throwing them the ball. But going back to that group, I mean, Brazil. Top center backs, question mark on the outside backs. Really good number 6, Casemiro. I mean, Jesus Christ, top.
Are you saying that just
Top in
because
the
he
world.
plays for Real Madrid?
He doesn't play for Real Madrid. He plays for Manchester United.
Who am I thinking of?
Casemiro. He did play for Real Madrid,
No.
but now he plays for.
I swear.
He
I
should
As
Like
my
some more.
as my therapist would say, quit living in the past, man.
Dude, I'm all about the past.
Luka Paqueta, they just lost him though. That might hurt him, but
Was that an injury?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
but I mean they got ballers everywhere. Up top, I mean, Neymar is obviously it. So I mean, the biggest question mark is the goalie, not because of they suck, but who's going to be their starter? Alisson and the dude from Man City, Emerson, is that it?
Mhm, yeah.
Emerson. I mean, who do you pick? Both of them are fucking fantastic. Either one of them would be a starter
Anywhere.
anywhere you put them.
That's always been Brazil's. They've never had bad goaltending that I can
No.
remember.
And they've
Never.
needed it in the World Cup. Oh God!
Yeah.
Speaking of other like nightmares that I've had. Oh my God! I'm remembering 8 years ago, maybe 12 years ago. Oh my God! Brazil versus Germany, and
7, yeah.
oh,
That was good. I was here watching that with you.
I was.
That was
are
great.
you sure?
I was here for the Colombia game. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was like listening to the Brazil game in my car when I was telling people at work that I was actually on appointments. and Brazil, I think, lost what was it, 7-2?
7-1.
It was beautiful.
I mean,
Oh.
but you got Neymar, you got Vinicius Jr., who's just out of this world.
He is.
Manchester United new boy. What's his name? Let me look here. He is Anthony. He's really good. Richarlison from Tottenham.
He's
Rafinha
stud.
at Barcelona. That guy is a fucking menace. And then in the middle, though, I mean, Fred.
Old Fred.
I like
dude.
Fred.
Yeah.
Old Fred.
Bruno Guimaraes, the guy from Newcastle, he'll probably be a starter in that squad now that Paqueta is out.
Yeah.
So solid fucking team everywhere you look. But the last couple World Cups,
I'm expecting to get my heart ripped
a
out.
fucking choke job.
Do you think it's because they? I mean, I don't think they were Does that team look to Neymar as its leader?
Oh, God, I hope not.
They have to.
I know.
They do.
I could pick up
That
leaders.
team will go as far as Neymar goes.
Yeah, which is really scary to think about.
Yep.
I don't think he's
been on one though. I mean, he's really clicking. At PSG, he's been having a good season.
Well,
he stayed healthy, so we'll see.
Everything's working at PSG right now, though.
Yeah.
Cameroon.
And then I have Cameroon as my second out of there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not Switzerland?
No. I have Cameroon. If I'm not mistaken, they recently have won the African Cup of Nations.
If you're serious, if you're really going that direction, let me break that down as far as like odds to get out of Group G. So Brazil minus 250, so heavily favored. Switzerland is going to be like second, plus 450. Serbia at plus 600. Cameroon's at plus 1400 to get out of there.
I'm gonna risk a little bit here, but
so Carlos.
Serbia's good. They got Djokovic. He's good. Jovetic, I'm sorry, the guy that was a bust at Real Madrid, but now he's scoring, some goals there in Germany.
Who was he behind at Real Madrid?
Benzema. Yeah. Everyone's behind Real Madrid.
who retired?
I went to TJ's yesterday, like a responsible human being. I went to work early because, Champions League soccer was on, so I'm like, I'm gonna be done at 2 p.m. So I'm like, hey TJ, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, nothing. I'm like, I'm coming over to watch. So we sit down to watch Real Madrid, watching the game, and then TJ goes, man, when's the ceremony for Benzema? And I was like, well, he already won the Ballon d'Or, Golden Ball, like that happened already. He goes, no, he retired. And I go, no, he didn't. He just won the Ballon. He's 34 years old. And he goes, yeah, he retired from soccer. I just look on Twitter. Guess who he was talking about?
Oh no,
Frank Ribery.
Wow.
Same Frenchman.
Yep.
No,
Balloon d'Oro, the golden wheelchair.
No, I don't know. My memory is getting fuzzy in my early 30s. So.
All right, so let's break down group.
So we
H.
all agree, Brazil, Cameroon, or what do you?
I've actually got Switzerland as number 2
that's
coming out of there.
That's fair. What do you got?
I got Brazil, Switzerland, but I would not be surprised to see Cameroon come out on top.
Moving on to Group H, a pretty interesting group.
Yep, I would say I thought when I looked at this was probably the most interesting group actually. So Group H, the last group: Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. TJ.
I've got Uruguay and Ghana.
What?
Ghana is a good squad. They always show up for the World Cup, and I watched them rip America's heart out in 2010.
One of the best Jim Rome cuts of all time, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I have Portugal and Uruguay, like a normal fucking human being.
I as well. So
Uruguay might go out as the number 1. They're solid.
why?
They're good.
Why are you thinking Ghana's got a shot? Okay, just walk us through that one more time.
Can you name one of their players?
Yes. I don't know who the fuck is on their team.
We knew that.
I know Uruguay's good. I know Portugal and
Portugal.
I was getting ready to say CR7's getting old. He's 40. Isn't he 40 now?
37. Close enough.
40, 37. That motherfucker's old.
Portugal.
He's getting sat and benched at Man U, and I don't see it.
Okay, you got to look at it this way, and I do agree with him. He is getting old, but Man U plays completely different. Okay, at Man U, they're playing for the future, right? So they're playing for the Rashfords, they're playing for the Anthonys, they're playing for those guys, right? So he is taking a backseat at Man U, and that's fair. But at Portugal, he's the man. He's it.
Oh.
He is it. Just like Messi is the man at Argentina.
Isn't there a Bruno on Portugal's team that's fucking good?
He doesn't play fucking forward.
But he's still good.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying he's not. But at Portugal, they're going to go into the World Cup with Ronaldo as their main guy. They're gonna play
Well, I think
to
that's
feed
why
him the ball. At Man U, they don't fucking cross the ball.
But if Ronaldo's your best player now,
He doesn't need to be their best player. He needs to be their guy. He needs to be the leader. They look at him as the leader. You said
okay,
Brazil.
I get you on that.
They're gonna look for him to also score goals, but they're gonna play to how he can score goals. He's not gonna take on anybody and beat him and score him. He's gonna head the ball in and he's gonna tap it in. That's what they're gonna do at Portugal. That's what they've always done.
I get that, and that's why Nani was so good. I mean, he kind of set the tone for that.
Well, him and Ronaldo are the same age. One's playing at Man U,
And
the other one's
Nani's
playing
in
at
Orlando.
Orlando.
Yeah.
So I mean, I do agree. Like he is old, and he's not the Ronaldo that he was at Real Madrid, where he's gonna dribble and take people on and beat him with speed. But Man U is not playing to his attributes. And they don't have to because they got other guys that can do it.
For
But
sure.
Portugal, they're gonna play to him, and you're gonna see a lot of crossing. You're gonna see a lot of it because they want him. They're looking to him to be their leader and to score goals. But they're gonna play to his ability, which is I'm gonna be in the box. I'm gonna play as a number 9. At Man U, they want him to play the flank, and he's just not gonna do that.
Well, he can't. I don't think he can.
And I'm not saying Man U should. I'm just saying they're just he's not fit.
Yeah,
he's not going to play at a big club anymore. I mean, at this point, he's probably going to go back to Portugal next year and just retire. He's 37.
Retire from, go to the Portuguese league and retire, or
Well,
just.
that's where he started. He's always said that he wants to go back and finish there.
Do you think he?
Who's going to get him? Chelsea?
United States.
No, he said he's not playing the MLS.
Did he?
Yeah, he probably won't. I don't see him here. Can you see him here?
I can.
I don't know, man.
I can.
I would hate that
For him.
For him.
I would just hate it. I'm having a brain
The
fart.
United
right now.
States is such a bad country.
Well, no, the league is so fucking terrible. I fucking hate it. At that point, he doesn't need the money. What are you gonna pay him?
No, but that's not why
Are you
he
gonna
would
pay him
go.
$45 million a year?
He could make a movie like Bend It Like Beckham.
He already made a movie.
What was it called?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Bend It Like Ronaldo?
Yes.
Okay.
Flick the bean and see with CRC.
Flick your bean.
Isn't that the initials for Christian McCaffrey?
No, it's Cristiano Ronaldo's initials and
That's
jersey
like his
number.
brand. CR7.
That's like TB12.
So Christian McCaffrey's stealing people's initials and brands. Okay.
Christian McCaffrey. I thought it was CC.
They called him CMC.
Oh, yeah, Cristiano CR7. He's the original.
Andy.
Too many letters.
He's
Man.
the original acronym.
The original acronym is MILF. And let me tell you why.
What's his name?
There was,
John Stamos.
Greasy Greek.
okay, so that wraps it up.
All right. Okay.
Why are we doing this?
We got everything.
Oh man, you're flowering your pots.
Old man is watering a plant that is in the basement and gets no sun.
That's a nice little water container.
Holy shit, that's cute.
Is it easy to drink out of?
It's been used for a lot of shit.
For the plant.
What an arborist. Okay, so I guess I'll start with my final four. I think along the way, like
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Let me get a drink of water and then count yourself in, and give yourself a segue. I'm gonna cut our production meeting.
All
So
right.
just start anew.
So let's fast forward to our final four. I'm gonna fast forward to mine. I thought I had some upsets along the way, but as far as the final four people teams, I don't know if I think I got one surprise in there. So I've got Argentina against my ex-esposas in Brazil, and then I've got England versus Germany.
Well, I mean, I think everybody could say that they're probably the top 4 teams in the tournament. So No
I mean,
surprise there.
this-
Good.
It
picks,
requires.
but no surprise
it
there.
requires.
Do those teams even make? Like, does that even make sense?
Well,
to
he
the
had Germany.
bracket?
He had Germany as the number 2 out of the.
Okay.
He had Spain as the number 1.
Okay,
So yeah,
I was just-
it does make sense.
Okay.
Because he had Belgium against Germany.
So
Okay.
that gives me confirmation an hour into this podcast that I filled the bracket out
Yes,
correctly.
yes.
So that makes me feel better.
All right.
So and then I've got the Brazilians going against England, and I mean I have to do it. I've done
Oh,
it
yeah,
for the
of
last
course.
20 years. I've got Brazil. I've got them winning. And
Okay.
Neymar
Maybe
lifting.
you're the reason. Maybe you're the reason they
What,
suck.
that I got divorced. Oh,
There's the
sorry.
reason that they haven't won it since 2006.
Yes.
All right, Scotty, what you got?
Okay.
Final 4.
I have. What did I do?
Where am I?
I did.
Reachai.com. Thank you.
I've got France, Belgium, Germany, and Poland.
Poland.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
What?
Poland going to the Final 4.
Say that one more time.
I have Poland, Germany, France, and Belgium.
Holy fuck.
How
Okay.
did you land there? We're gonna have to take
This
a
will be
deep-
an interesting.
We're gonna
deep
have to
dive.
dive into fucking Scrotopus's little bracket here.
This is basically what he just did. It's like driving on Kellogg and seeing a body decapitated. It's like, how did that happen?
Oh, no, that doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't work.
Exactly.
Yeah, that doesn't
That,
work.
that's okay. So I'll just do mine real quick because mine works. So I got Argentina, England, Portugal, and Brazil in the Final 4, and then I have England versus Brazil in the final,
Ugh.
and I
And
have
then you-
England
Oh
winning it,
my god.
and then I have a good old showdown between Argentina and Portugal as a third place, and I got Portugal winning it. So I have England first, second is Brazil, Portugal third, and Argentina in fourth place.
If this happens the way he said it, I'm going to highlight what I sent in our group chat. Brazil plus 800 to be the runner-ups
Second
of the World
place.
Cups.
And you know what? That'll do it.
Okay. So you guys have done the same shit for the last fucking I don't know how many podcasts. As many as I've known you. Not podcasts.
19
World
podcasts.
Cups.
I
World
never
Cups.
picked England as the fucking winner.
No, but you both are always on Brazil's dick. And what Brazil has proven to us in the last 16 years is that they suck dick when
They're
it comes
the
to
5-time world champions. How do they suck
since
dick?
when?
Since 2006.
Exactly.
Who's your winner?
France.
Poland.
No, they got disqualified. I've got France. So my final
And
four
you're
after.
giving me shit about the Ireland thing. What?
Okay, I can explain.
I cannot wait to post this on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat,
Yeah.
everything.
You're not
Scrotopus,
truly. You're not an Omanian if you do this.
Scrotum. TJ Hicks Mannion is picking France to win the World Cup.
I did last World
You
Cup.
can't even bear to look at Thierry Henry.
Every time you say that, I think it's a Shakira video that we looked up.
Yes.
No, I'd watch
Okay,
that.
go on. Who are your final four?
Okay, so I've got Argentina, Germany, France, and Belgium. Belgium is the second best or 1B of the tournament. But France is too sick. They're too nasty. They're good everywhere.
Pogba's hurt.
They're
Right now, Benzema's injured right now.
Yeah, but they still have the
Kylian Mbappe.
they have Mbappe, and then they have what's his nuts?
He
Played for Arsenal forever, and
That guy.
Arsenal.
oh, what's his nuts? I can't think of his name. I can look at him. Smaller guy.
Vern Troyer.
Shit.
Griezmann?
Yeah, Antoine. Yeah.
He played for
Wrong guy.
Barcelona. He did not play for Arsenal.
Oh fuck. Anyway, he's
Solid team. Solid team.
so yeah. France is my winner. Mbappe is the fastest motherfucker I've seen with a ball on his feet. He is like, he just is.
Have you seen Vinicius play?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I said what I said.
Oh, we got receipts. That's what the kids are saying. We got receipts.
Yes.
I said what I said. Vinicius is a great player. I saw him destroy Celtic, and I cried a little bit because we were winning. But I knew it was going to happen, and I cried. But Vinicius is a great player, but he's not as fast as Mbappe. Carlos is making weird googly eyes at his phone right now.
He's looking at Canadian.
So he's either
Canada's
Yes,
team
I'm
again.
It's
looking at
Canada,
stats here.
Tom Brady, or John Stamos. Has nothing to do with the World Cup.
What if John Stamos coached the Canadian women? Oh man,
I wouldn't watch.
Vinicius topped
It'd be
at
sensory overload.
oh.
Vinicius topped at 31.3 kilometers per hour in Champions League.
But that doesn't count.
Let's look at Mbappe.
Because it's in kilometers per hour.
What?
Sorry,
You are right. Mbappe, 38 kilometers per hour.
I know what I see.
Who's gonna get in the ball? Not the puck runs down.
Fuck it, Joris.
From the back line. Over it, baby. Let's go.
That's how
Okay,
I
so
played
what
with
do you-
Celtic for years.
What do you have in the final then?
I had Germany and France.
Germany going that long?
Yeah, I don't want them to. Frankly, I don't want Argentina to be there either.
Says the guy that has Poland going into the final four.
Okay, so quite honestly, I hate every team. You know what? Fuck this. Fuck it. No. Fuck this. I'm not doing it. I'm taking back my pick. I told the Asscasters last week I'm picking Belgium for the whole fucking thing. Belgium, we're riding with you. I'm saddled up.
You don't even have it with the final.
Now I do.
You didn't know how. This is confusing.
It was like chutes and ladders, man. But we finally shooted up a few ladders.
Oh my god.
I forgot I said that on the last Asscast. Yes, Belgium, you've been riding with us since the first Asscast.
They
You
have
are
been.
still riding with us, and even now, I just look at that, look at our RSS feed, and I'm like, oh shit, did we get any
You know what?
downloads
Fuck
today?
it. I'm sticking with my pick.
Oh, you assholes!
In the words of Bo Burnham, he is pandering.
Yep. I still got England.
I don't. Who
It's
else?
coming home.
Who else am I? Who
It's
else?
coming home.
Who else? No, it's not.
Yes,
Who
it is.
else do I have an emotional attachment to in this bracket?
France.
No. Yeah, a very negative one. That was abuse and
You
trauma.
had him winning a few minutes ago.
That's how you know it was like Stockholm syndrome, man. They fucking had me.
I was just trying to check who he might be emotionally invested in and saw that Finland was not an option.
No, Finland's not
Jersey?
there.
Where's pizza created? Italy. Italians are not in.
Yeah,
Where's a microwave created?
probably United States.
Yeah, probably.
Japan is plus 1,000.
Hey, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna wrap this up, Asscasters, and hopefully we appreciate the Asscasters that have been listening for all 19 episodes or some of those 19. Appreciate you guys sticking in there, and we are like really appreciative. We're gonna have some new listeners into this podcast for the World Cup.
We're putting money behind this podcast.
I've got at least a roll of quarters I'm going to be putting towards some YouTube marketing on this, so it is going everywhere. But Belgium, to TJ's point, we really appreciate you guys hanging in there and listening and downloading as much as you have. And we're legitimate. We do like actually pay attention to Belgium soccer. So he's not totally shooting from the hip. Okay, so
Pay attention to their national team.
okay.
Are we talking about the league?
I've been,
Just anything Belgium at this point.
I've been trying to.
Their national soccer team? Hell yeah.
I've been
Great.
trying to watch their national their Premier League. I guess. I guess the Belgium team's not very good. Antwerp. No. Is it Antwerp?
Yes.
Aren't there two cities though?
Not anymore.
God, fuck. I'm gonna have to cut this out.
What? Why do you cut out
All right, so
things?
Belgium. I don't know too much about your history or where
So,
Antwerp
I'm
is.
gonna give you a DVD. I know it's the
We
old
haven't
one.
said anything about the gay.
But
league. Cut out.
it will tell you about the history of Antwerp, and you might know whether or not they are on the map or not anymore.
Oh, what a mess.
So, yeah, we're
Yeah.
Also, listeners from Antwerp, it is also acceptable to reply on Twitter to us with hashtag New York. So we understand. It's fair game.
I know what happened in Antwerp, but never mind. I'm just gonna shut up.
Hashtag England's gonna win the World Cup.
No, they're not.
Okay, so should we final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Yes. The Devils are playing great hockey. I just have to throw that in there.
Okay.
They played great last night. They sucked the night before. The Iranian woman, the rock climber who has disappeared. Iran, I hope you do get kicked out of the fucking World Cup. I hope the Iranian girl, I forgot her name, I'm sorry, but I hope she shows up safe and she's doing well. You never want to see a woman be kidnapped. I've got nothing. Let's have a good World Cup, boys.
Carlos.
Tank for CJ Stroud. Let's fucking go. Start fucking Frank Zappa for the rest of the season. Patriots, stop drafting fucking white immobile quarterbacks.
Oh, I thought you were going to say wide receivers. I was like, you won Super Bowls because of those guys.
Well, no, that's probably that. But hey, you know what? Stop. We need mobile fucking guys that can run the ball, that can, get out of the pocket and throw. And we've learned Zappa, as good as he is, can't do it. Jones, as good as he is, can't do it. Brady, as good as he was able to do it. But that's because we had good slot receivers, and we don't have that right now. Tank for CJ Stroud.
Dude,
That's my
Devontae
take.
Parker, whenever I'm hey, I wonder if the Patriots are losing, fuck Carlos. And I, go by.
I think the same thing every time
I know
watch
you
any
do.
sports for you.
I know you do. Fuck the Cowboys.
Well, fuck all your teams.
Well, yeah, fuck you too.
You got like 30 of them. Okay,
I like sports.
Uh-oh. Are we getting sponsored by
Devontae Parker, what?
Devontae Parker. Every time I scroll through the television and I look at the New England Patriots, Devontae Parker always seems like he's doing well, and I just picked him up off the
I was
waiver
going to say,
wire.
you just whipped him up because he was my trash.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, final thoughts for me. So I'm going to stick with the World Cup. The World Cup is a lot like the Olympics. It is more than sports. And we have seen the Olympics during some really, really bad political times, and we have seen what happens when there's international conflict. We live in some really, really weird times right now, and shame on. I'm not skilled enough to know who puts on the World Cup and FIFA. I don't understand.
FIFA.
But the fact that we've gone from Russia in 2018 to Qatar in 2022. Shame on putting it together that way, and I hope Iran gets kicked out of these Olympics. They deserve it, and quite honestly,
On multiple fucking fronts.
yeah, absolutely.
Soccer being the front runner. They can't play soccer.
That midfield.
This is going to be an interesting time. We're post-COVID now. We're coming together for events that we didn't necessarily come together for 2 years ago. This is going to be an interesting time for the world to put eyeballs on the same thing at the same time with a little bit of that sprinkled in. So I'm super excited for the actual game on the pitch, but I'm also just kind of hoping that we get through everything. I hope we can get through a fucking World Cup at the end of the day, to be honest with you.
I told you, not to delve into other things, but I told you I don't think we get to May without a serious
Holy shit,
US
this is great.
involved.
I was just looking at the times just because I was like, fuck, am I have to stay up like super late? Because it's so fucking hot there, the games are at night. And so we get...
Goodness fucking Christ.
We got Qatar, Ecuador at 10 a.m., boys.
Oh, God. Andy, your production at work is really slacking.
From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Since November 21st, we've been tracking things, and from November 21st to December 18th, you haven't done shit.
You're fired.
You haven't sent an email in 3 months.
The World Cup is 3 months.
That's just how fucked up he got.
So anyway, Askcasters, just tying a bow on this episode. Okay, so I'll get done with a little political rant, but I hope World Cup goes really, really well. We didn't really have enough time to delve into like bracket by bracket and stage by stage of who and how and why we got to our Final Four. We will do that next week. We will have Shawway back from the Cupcake Factory next week, we think, and we can touch base with him on a little bit of what's going on with NHL. And if you ever want to talk about what makes the Askcasters podcast different, it's because who else does World Cup and NHL in the same fucking podcast? So that's all I got, boys.
See you guys.
Jew boy, call us.
We need you, Jew boy. We need you.
Later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.